My aunt said I should give her half of my $40,000 bonus since I'm child-free and don't need it. I found out I was getting a $40,000 bonus 2 weeks ago. My biggest project at the engineering firm had saved a client millions in production costs, and they specifically requested I lead their next expansion. 5 years of 70-hour weeks, missed vacations, working through weekends, and it finally paid off. I'd planned to use that money for a down payment on a condo, finally move out of my cramped rental after 8 years of saving. The first person I told was my dad, who immediately said how proud he was. The second person he told was his sister Wendy, who called me within an hour, not to congratulate me, but to inform me about her financial struggles. Her husband Paul's hours got cut at the warehouse. Their oldest needed braces. The twins were starting travel soccer. Their mortgage payment had increased. Did I know how expensive raising 3 kids was? I said that sounded tough. Tried to end the call, but she kept going. Then she said it. Since you don't have kids, you should share that bonus with family who actually needs it. $20,000 would change our lives. You'd still have $20,000 for whatever single people spend money on. Whatever single people spend money on. Like I didn't have bills, goals, a future to plan for. I laughed, thought she was joking. She wasn't. She'd already calculated how she'd spend it. $8,000 for the orthodontist, $5,000 for soccer fees and equipment, $4,000 for their credit cards, $3,000 for Christmas presents. My money, her budget. I told her absolutely not. She hung up and immediately called my father, my grandmother, my other aunts, spinning a story about how I was hoarding wealth while the family struggled, how I was selfish, materialistic, probably spending it on designer bags and vacations. Never mind that I drove a 12-year-old Honda and hadn't taken a vacation in 3 years. The family group chat exploded. Cousins I hadn't talked to in years suddenly had opinions about my childless status and how it meant I had disposable income. Wendy's husband Paul posted about how family should support family, how their kids shouldn't suffer because I chose career over children. Choose career over children. Like my worth was measured in offspring. Like my 12-hour workdays meant nothing because I came home to a quiet apartment instead of screaming kids. My grandmother called crying, saying she didn't raise us to be selfish, that Wendy's children were struggling. I asked if she knew Wendy had just posted vacation photos from Disney World 2 months ago. Silence. The breaking point came yesterday at my cousin's engagement party. Wendy had told everyone about my bonus, inflating it to $60,000, claiming I'd inherited it rather than earned it. She'd brought her kids, coached them to look sad around me, to mention things they couldn't have. Her daughter Haley, 11 years old, walked up while I was mid-conversation and said, "Mom says you could buy me a laptop, but you're too mean." The entire room turned to stare. Wendy stood there smirking, waiting for public pressure to break me. That's when my coworker Jerome walked in. He'd come as my +1, but got delayed in traffic. Jerome handles our firm's background checks, has access to public records most people don't think about. I'd mentioned Wendy's situation to him earlier, and he'd done some digging. "Hey," he said loudly, walking over to Wendy. "You're the one with the lake house rental property, right? Beautiful place. Just saw it listed on vacation rental sites for $3,000 a week." Wendy's face froze. That's different. That's an investment. Right. The investment property you bought last year. Cash purchase, right? Public record shows $180,000. The room went silent. My grandmother's mouth opened and closed. Paul started shifting nervously. Jerome continued, "And Paul, congrats on the promotion to warehouse manager. $65,000 salary, nice bump from the floor supervisor position. When did your hours get cut exactly?" Paul mumbled something about temporary adjustments. I stood up. Wendy's been poor mouthing while sitting on a rental property that generates $12,000 monthly in peak season. But she needs my bonus, the one I earned working holidays and weekends while she posted beach photos from her investment property. Wendy started sputtering about how rental income is different, how it was for retirement, how her kids' futures mattered more than my down payment. My father finally spoke up. "Wendy, you told me Paul might lose his job. You said you were behind on your mortgage. You own 2 properties?" The family turned on her instantly. My grandmother demanded to know why Wendy had been taking money from her if they owned a lake house. Other relatives started remembering loans never repaid. Sob stories about struggling. Wendy grabbed her kids and left, Paul trailing behind making excuses. She texted me later calling me vindictive. I texted back a screenshot of her lake house listing with the caption, "Family helps family, right?" She blocked me. I closed on my condo next month.